Good afternoon, my lovely creatives. If you are watching this right now, I just want to first off express gratitude for you even showing up to this video. I know there's a whole bunch of other videos you could have saw, so I really do appreciate your time in being with me today. And in this session, we're going to be doing some coloring, like low stress, stress-free even, very chill, very peaceful, just coloring straight up, point blank to the point. And I wanted to do a video like this because sometimes I need the motivation to do things like that just to release the stress of the day. And I know that there's some people out here too that they want to color but they don't know how, or they feel like they're not confident enough. So I just wanted to take the time to say I'm right here with you. If you need the motivation, I got you. And if you're looking for a low stress activity, then you've come to the right place. So for this session, I already have it printed out. If you need a copy, I have a link in my description. But we are going to just be doing a Buns and Bliffin themed coloring page of them rescuing a turtle from the neighborhood. And so I'll explain a bit more about the context of this when we get into it, but just want to make sure that you have everything. For this session, I'll be using my Amazon premium color pencils. See, they're not fancy, it's just straight up color pencils. I feel like when it comes to activities like these, it does need to be that deep. Oh, my voice. Even if you're going to the Dollar Tree to get some color pencils too, the point of this exercise is just to calm down, relax, get all the woosahs out, and have a good time. Vibe out. We're here for fun. Like, not a perfect A, not for, comparison. We just want to get from point A to point B, but enjoy ourselves in the moment. So I'm going to flip my camera and we're going to get started so you don't have to hear me talk all day. Hold up. Okay, so hopefully this is a good angle to, show how it's looking from my end. I have with me also a pencil sharpener I found from the Dollar Tree. But let me clip my little microphone here. There we go. And this one came with a little eraser on the end. So I don't really use this much, clearly, but I thought this was a really cool find. I wanted to share that I found at the Dollar Tree, and my silly self has already started spilling pencil shavings on this already. But we're gonna get into it. I'm going to see what's in this container here for those that are wondering. So as you can see, there is a missing color pencil. I had a blast, and I ended up missing like a color. I think it was purple, I believe, but you could still make it through without that one color. So here's what the set looks like if you're interested in grabbing one online. I do have a link to this in the description as well if you're interested. I'm part of the referral program, so there's no extra cost for using my special code. It just helps me help advertise this product even more. I get a little percentage for sharing the word, but I use these actively, so regardless, you can still use whatever color pencils you want. I say before you start, grab a snack. You can pause the video if you need, whenever. But grab a snack, grab some drinks, play some music if you need. You could put this on mute if you want, unless you want to learn how to color. So I'm gonna just start off with coloring the skin first. I like to color in layers, starting off with, what the main part of the picture. So I normally start by coloring in lightly in one direction. I try not to be aggressive with it either. So I like to do some light work with my color pencils. And I'll even like round out in shapes, and I guess I'll get into shading techniques after I start with buns. So the context of this illustration. Oh, also, if you need a reference photo of the original artwork, you are more than happy to pull it up. I think I'm gonna put the link to the actual photo as well for those that are interested. So here we are. I'm going to color like the reference, but not directly, just so that, you know, I got at least a basic idea of the colors of the characters, because I know these are like some niche colored characters we have here. So the context of this artwork. So me and my partner was just spending a casual evening. He got back from work and everything was Gucci. You know, we tap in, we see how each other's day is going. Then out of the blue, his dad was like on Nextdoor, the app, and saw that there was a turtle that was loose in the neighborhood. Not our neighborhood specifically, but in another part of town, there was this lady, not the owner, but it was a passerby who had came across this turtle and was posting, I think, a couple times that day. I'm not sure. I wasn't on the app that day, but apparently he had posted a couple times that, hey, there's this turtle that's out, it's loose, I don't know what to do with it, where it came from. And yeah, honestly, no one really knew either. I think when you own a turtle, it's just one of those animals that you just don't know people have. And yeah, because I didn't know for a long time that my partner had a turtle either, which was what got our attention to getting this turtle, because it was like, okay, we relate. There was once a turtle here at this home. All right, so I finished coloring buns. I hope you could see it. It's probably like not as deep on the camera, the colors, but we'll do some more shading. But yeah, so Pop was like, what should we do? And I looked at my partner and my partner looked at me, and we were just like, you know what? Evening adventure, why not? Also for coloring, I'm not sure if I said this earlier already, but I like to color lightly in one direction. If you want your colors to look a bit more fuller, not like too crazy, I mean, you can if you want, but this is just, I'm just sharing how I color if you want a smoother look. So I just start off with that light layer right there. I'll even start on the other side too and meet halfway. So yeah, we go to the lady. Pop already texted the person that found it, hey, we don't know who owns the turtle either, but we'll be on our way. So me and my partner go and we retrieve the turtle. And we found bro in this little area between these two houses, just buried in these rocks. So if you're not from Arizona, most of the yards here are they're composed of rocks. There's barely any grass, and if there is, then they must really be passionate about having it taken care of. Clearly this is something I miss from being back at home. But here we are. So yeah, we found bro buried in rocks, and he was small too. I didn't expect him to be so small compared to the turtle, well, tortoise, that, you know, I saw my partner had before. But he was very cute. He was super adorable. Of course, he was scared. He didn't know what was going on. It was just a matter of, you know, rescuing bro, because it was getting dark. You know, knowing animals, we don't know if they know any better but to stay out the street. Tortoises crossing the street in a neighborhood that barely has any street lights, also a red flag. So, you know, we at least wanted to make sure bro had a home for the night. And getting him in the truck, we had a truck too, so it low-key looked like kidnapping, but we were just making sure that bro had a place to stay. And so I didn't really know how to drive a truck like that, so I agreed to sit in the back of the truck with the turtle. We didn't really have a container. We didn't know how big he was. It was just get bro some shelter. Okay, Buns also has like this little muzzle thing going on, so I use like some yellow. I'll just sharpen it first. Yeah, and then I like to go not too heavy on it, but just enough to where it shows. But yeah, we get home. No, I'm in the van with bro, and he is looking like, what the heck is going on? Where are you guys taking me? He looked like how the animals look on that movie Rio, when you see all the pets that got kidnapped. He was looking like that, and I don't blame him either. I was just talking to him, making sure that it didn't feel like, you know, we were trying to hurt him. And he even started moving around in the truck a little bit. I had to tell my partner, like, yo, he's moving around a bit, so if you could just go easy on the brakes. He was like, okay, cool. And this guy wants to move around, start exploring. I don't know what he was exploring for. I'm starting to work on clothes, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Feel free to move around too on this piece. You can just literally start wherever. I'm just providing, you know, insight how I normally color, but don't have me stop you. Color along. Anyway, yeah, bro wants to explore around the premises. And what happened? I was just talking to him, just giving him some reassurance of, yo, you need to chill. This van is going at this type of speed. He was moving around too. He was pretty active. In that moment, I understood why he was missing. Bro was very active. But we got back, carried him out, had to actually get into the truck to carry him out. He hissed a bit when we first got him too. The person that found him was like, oh, I'm out of here. I didn't blame homegirl either, honestly. And he does some more of that, which I didn't know that, well, I forgot that they even hissed. So, what color was he? I think he was like around this shade. I'm trying to remember what the turtle looked like. I don't have a reference, so I'm just going off of imagination here. But yeah, bro hissed. So he was a bit shy when we first dropped him in. The whole family was looking at him, just amazed that there was another turtle in the house again. And, you know, it was a moment. It was a moment. we all really stared at him for about 20 minutes trying to sink it all in, until we got to a point where we figured he was hungry. So luckily we had some lettuce, fed him, made sure he was cool. And what else? Yeah, I can only stare at bro for so much. I drew him a bit, which is how we got to this drawing right here, and managed to make some space in the backyard so that he had a place to stay, and everything was Gucci, to say the least. I'm gonna just color this whole thing because I'm gonna go over another layer of color so that the shell stands out from the skin, because they kind of look a little similar. But yeah, that's what happened, and he was just living his best life in the same spot that was made for him for about 4 days or so. And then apparently 2 days after he was found, we started seeing the owner's posts on Facebook like about 4 days ago. But it's like, come on, who's really on Facebook like that? Everyone has lives to live. But thankfully, we kept tapping in. We wanted to make sure that bro was gonna be found. We were getting concerned for a minute, but everything was cool. Clearly she was distressed, wanted to see if bro was okay, and yeah, all was good. On the day that he went home, like hours before that, he was chilling in the back, and I noticed how hot it was getting. So I looked up on the internet, do turtles get dehydrated? And because I don't think I've ever seen him in water, and his eyes were closed a bit. Granted, I haven't seen him back there because it's been so hot. That's about the first time that I've seen bro in his area like that. So his eyes were closed. I'm not sure if turtles are nocturnal creatures. If they are, let me know. Also, yeah, I'm sorry, I got so into it. I'm now going over the shell with another color that's kind of close to a darker tone, and in the same motion so that everything blends in. But yeah, and he looked a little, I don't know, I thought he was sick. I haven't seen him in a minute. Granted, I should have, but I was back there. I checked on him, talked to him a bit. I was so concerned that I grabbed, a stick just to see if he was awake, because it was to the point where he wasn't reachable. So I had to get creative and trying to get his attention. So I poked him. Luckily bro flinched, so I'm like, okay, good, he's still with us. I was like, before I draw any conclusions here, let me triple check. You know how you feel when animals just be minding their business, so you're like, maybe, but I'm like, this isn't our animal still. Let me check and see if he's okay. Thankfully he was. I was like, anxiety was kind of creeping in. But yeah, I have found an empty bowl in the bag, make sure it was washed, and scrubbed it out. Getting the water to the other side of the gate too was such a challenge. I think I was there for 30 minutes. I literally threw the bowl over the fence just to get it there, because I couldn't reach. There was no other way for me to reach. It was because of the dogs. There's also dogs in the house, so making sure that they didn't get in touch with him either. And so that was a challenge there. It's like that episode of Family Guy, if you've seen it. It's where Peter gifted Chris a frog, and I don't know how it got to the wall. I think Chris smacked it out of his dad's hand, and Peter tried to pick it up, and it just looked like a dead, I think he was dead. And so Peter tried to lift it up. I don't know where I was going with that story, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly how it was when trying to get this bowl to flip on this other side so that the turtle could have some water. And then I had to get a jug of water from the kitchen. And kind of like, it was through a wire gate that I had to do this. When I tell you it was a mission making sure this turtle had water, oh my gosh. This is why it took me 30 minutes. I had to get through the little gate hole to make sure that that I could just get water in the bowl. And then I got the dogs following me around like, hey, what you doing? And it's like, guys, please. I'm trying to do something important here. And of course, they're like little lady puppies, interested as can be. So I'm like coloring in the little strawberry too. The strawberry earring is very crucial to this. It's like Buns' little best imaginary friend. They see everything along with Buns and make sure that, you know, she's not tripping. Sometimes Buns could get a bit lonely, so I gave her a little friend to encourage her through her hardships. I'll get more into that in a bit. But anyway, back to this getting water to the turtle story. Yeah, after that, we were Gucci. And I was just, in my mind, kind of like, I hope the owner, you know, I just hope that we could find the owner soon, because I don't want to get attached to this turtle. We already named it. Like as soon as it like entered the house, we automatically named it just so that we knew what to call it. And we came up with the name Tosa. Oh, I called it Tortoise because ironically enough, this let's see if I got the right colors. Bear with me. I'm gonna start with the bright color for this whole, everything's gonna be brown here. So I'm gonna start with the light color and then give everything its tone. But yeah, anyway, we found this turtle in a subdivision called Tortoise. And I told my partner, is it ironic that we found one here in this area? He's like, very much. So I'm glad I wasn't crazy there. I thought I was tripping. But yeah, we told the family that, and then his nickname got shorter and shorter to Tosa. And so I'm like, okay, that's less of a mouthful for me to say. So we named him, fed him, made sure he was good. He was so cute. Then we got in contact with the owner later that day. And of course, everyone is like feeling all these mixed emotions. It's only been 4 days and we've already gotten attached to this thing. But, you know, we had to appreciate the time that we had with little Tosa. Made sure he had his food, a container to travel out the house with. Oh gosh, I'm coloring inside the lines. If that happens, don't beat yourself up. Clearly, I've already done it. If you're that serious about it, I take this little eraser here and just go lightly with it. Also, I'm hanging out with you guys for an hour. I'm sorry, I should have said that earlier. You know, I feel like it's good to at least have an hour of this time to really, you know, decompress from a long day. Just chill out. And just enjoy the vibes. So that is the story of our dear old Tosa. Found out his name is Chapo. Very cute name. Also, when making the post that this tortoise went missing, I think is wise to share, you know, how to go about asking, or, you know, asking who the owner of the pet is without it being like, oh, it's my pet, and then everyone comes after it and take it when it's clearly not their pet. So my partner made sure not to share a picture of the tortoise, but to say, you know, hey guys, whoever's missing one, let me know, and if there's any marks that stand out, then, you know, tell me. And there was a couple guys that tried to say like, yo, I think this is my turtle. And we were like, prove it then. You know, oh gosh, I noticed my mic was off. I hope it caught that. Good lord. Well, if you're just now hearing me, I hope that you're enjoying the vibes. Alright, hopefully you can still hear me. If not,